Wow. So just while Brett gets ready for the next game,
It's already going. But okay,
okay.
I'll pause it. Go.
Just say for all 7 of you still watching this, we'll be doing the live stream for the announcing the finalists, which if you're watching the stream, you'll already know. At 10 p.m. That's in 90 minutes time, and we'll be going through the KOTE 6 Q&A and going through a bit of sort of explanation of how KOTE 6 is going to work. This will all be on the Facebook stream. Bring your questions, bring your grievances, bring your opinions, and let's have some fun and sort of show KOTE 6. And KOTE 6 is due to start on the 7th of September, so please get your teams registered before then. Or Brett will and I will have to try and work out how to slide you in. Anyway, let's continue.
Let's go here. So we've got Funky Monkey Monk with a KOTE Rush deck. There's no other way to describe it. It's a KOTE Rush deck.
His starting hand has 7 pip.
Like I said, it's KOTE Rush. But if you look at the Grand Earth Alliance deck here, Triple Obey the Grim, Binate Rupture, Neutron Shark, Banish, Binding Irons, Exhume, Charette, Restoring Guntus. It's just Now, before this is the one that I took place at 1 a.m. my time. So I managed to catch Justice Blinded playing a warm-up game against his opponent's deck that Dave from Reap Out was playing. So it was piloted by a great deck player as well. And Justice was able to walk away with a win very easily because he was prepared for Rush. So Justice is going into this game after a high win against his deck. But look at his opening hand. Funky Monk is going to literally be dominating from the start.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's going to be quite interesting to see how this goes. It's definitely going to be quite interesting to see how this goes.
Definitely.
But what are your predictions, Chris?
I don't like make predictions generally on the outcome of a game. Generally, I put the Rush deck has this slight edge, but Justice Blind is Justice Blind.
Exactly.
And his deck's the Justice Blind horrific deck. So
both very strong players. Both very strong decks.
Too much on the RNG. It's not going to be a fully RNG game.
There's so many times when I'll be talking to someone in the Crucible and I'll go, "Oh yeah, you just got screwed by RNG." And like, what's RNG? You're literally online. Google it.
Random number generator.
Exactly.
So the randomness of the game.
So we get a mulligan from Justice Blinded. Lion. Master Theory is quite good as a starter.
I think I would have kept what he had, but
what he had was quite strong. Starts off with a ghostly hand, not bad. Fade Shadows, it's not like his opponent's got to control the weak or anything that can force him into a house. Plays Lion, plays Take Hostages. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Playing the Dust Pixie, then the Lost in the Woods. He puts it back in the deck means to get the instant power. Now, what can you do with this against this Dew Fairy? The Dew Fairy is literally unanswerable here. Archive Binding Grub and Exhume?
I don't know.
Yep, Grub and Exhume gets the Sizable Tangler down. We've got Do the Martyr, we've got Prince Derek, and we've got Obed the Grim. Now, here's one of the situations that your board is really strong, but your hand also has pretty much the same amount of pips.
I would play the hand.
No,
I would go Logos. Not the wrong decision. I mean,
no.
I would have gone for Logos at that point just because get the extra cards down. Actually, no. I take it back because of Twin Bolter Mission. I would have done the board.
I might have gone Logos, just dropped the Psychic Bug, see what was in my opponent's hand, and then played it from there.
I think if it wasn't Twin Bolter Mission and it was anything else, I would have gone Logos.
Well,
because so you can't play. You've got to keep Twin Bolter Mission in your hand a bit longer, which
doesn't take the Exhume or the Gub. Only take so plays it this turn, but keeps the board in hand. Look at this fighting power we're now going to see on this Sanctum side.
Let's see what comes out. Now I play the Logos.
Yeah, I guess you played the Logos so you can get Charette lower.
Yeah,
And then next turn it dies to Poison Wave.
exactly. And also you can get the other 3.
No, go Shadows.
Shadows. Okay, fair enough.
Oubliette just purges Shriek. Doesn't want to deal with that again. Plays Miasma.
The Amber.
Holds the Poison Wave.
Well, that's not what we would have done. It's good. Nothing wrong with that.
What I think he's gone here, he's gone directly to 6 because he thinks that his opponent is. There's no way his opponent's going to get him off check again, and next turn he's going to be able to benefit from Neurosiphon.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Forgetting that this deck has 3 Obeyed the Grims. I'm not a big Sanctum fan, but Obeyed is one of my favourite Sanctum creatures because it's just the way it manipulates Amber.
Yeah. I mean, it all comes through in so many different ways. So I'm surprised Justice Blind's having to think this hard because...
Yeah, I think he's more thinking about how he wants to go for these fights.
I think he wants to go to G-Fairy and he wants to make sure he does it in the right order. But... So yeah, then you play the next 2 in, then you smite, and then you do the... Oh, he's going to do it that way, I guess. Curious.
Plays Dematic. Yeah, he wants to draw.
Yeah, fair.
Gets Eureka. That could be huge next turn.
So then he plays all the way the Grim to the left.
Capture 3 gets more check in. And look at this Logos hand now.
Oh, man. I just feel sorry for Funky Monkey.
I know how I feel, but I'm not saying it because it's a spoiler. But, yeah, exactly. It's got to be a Logos turn here.
We'd be wrong every other time we said that, I swear.
Twinbot Mission gets Charette low, gets rid of the White Rider, gets rid of the Grey Rider. You get to see what's in your opponent's hand so you can plan what's coming. And once again, you're sitting on check, and that's what you want to keep doing against this. You just want to keep sitting on check.
Yeah.
Against AOA, 6 is the magic number. If you go higher than 6, you leave yourself open to a lot of threats.
So this is the 3rd AOA deck. Is this an AOA deck? Yeah, it's the 3rd AOA deck we've seen out of 4 games.
Exactly. For the amount of people that... Well, you got to think that because of the SAS limit...
Yeah,
the
why.
Yeah, the lower SAS goes, the lower KOTE kind of gets. Whereas I'm finding with AOA and Mass Mutation, the lower SAS gets, the crazier the decks get.
Oh, God, yeah.
I've got a 50... I'm going to pause it for a second and I'm going to see your reaction to this. I've got a 57 SAS Mass Mutation deck that has 2 Redacteds, a Circosaurus, the one that lets basically when a creature's destroyed, it can move 1 amber from it to the opponent's highest creature, a Ludo, a Faust, a Miasma Bomb, and a Sting. So it's case I only need to forge 1 key at cost, because the double redacted does the rest. That is nuts. Back to the game.
Yep. So, we have got Justice Blind's turn. Probably going to do a Logos turn, I imagine, here, because 3 Fates would cause more harm than good.
What are the chances he's going to archive both disc creatures? Ah!
No.
So there goes the Neutral Shark. Gets to 5. Igor could be really good here.
We'll see what... And then he bricks up...
Picks up another Igor.
Fair enough. Gets some chaff, then plays the Igor again.
Filtering through the deck really quickly. Now we see there's an Albeit the Grim now been discarded from Igor, and we know there's an Exhume in the archive, so this is really strong for Justice Blind. Okay, what's going to get discarded here?
We'll see. Come on.
Definitely think about it.
Oh. He must have got 3 good cards, which sucks with Igor, but it does happen. But then he's got to zoom, so he can retrieve one of them.
But I imagine he wants to save zooms for amber control. Takes
No,
going to
you're
use
right.
one to hand. Plays director and stops the reaping with, I'm going to say untamed. Because. Now, binate rupture. You're on 5. Your opponent can't reap. Oh, this could be a dirty binate rupture. Ghost Shadows. That's killed the binate rupture plan.
Yeah.
So Funky Monkey just trying to get a little bit ahead.
It's got to be a disc turn,
It's
right?
got to be this turn. You want to try and get your opponent back down low so that you can get that binate rupture off. This Gongoose is going to knock him down to 4, and then you can banish the dodger back.
Well, he's got a zoom as well, so I mean, yeah.
We also don't know what was archived.
I thought you said it was at zoom.
No, from the Director XYZ.
Ah, fair point.
Director ZXY here is going to be could be huge because this is something we don't know at all. We have no way of knowing what that is. It's got to be this.
Oh yeah, it's got to be disc.
You've got binate rupture and you've got neutron shark.
The question is, does he pull his archive or not? That's what he's trying to work out.
If he's going for the binate rupture play, he needs to pray his opponent hasn't got removal, got amber control, which he hasn't.
He has got the amber though, so
He has got amber, and he wants
Not
to
a
go
lot.
with this.
What's the middle artifacts on the top row? Funky Monkey?
It's evasion sigil. It's a lesser known of the sigils. It is every time a creature goes to fight, before the fight, you discard the top card of your deck. If it's of the active house, that creature is exhausted and there is no fight.
Ah,
Yes.
interesting right now.
Little tidbit. If you're the active player, you can choose if hazardous goes off before evasion sigil. You can also go for if
Assault goes off before.
assault goes off as well. Yeah, so you can be like, oh, I dealt 3 damage and oh, no fight. Oh, what a shame. My creature survives.
To cry another day.
Yeah, exactly. It's some BS broken stuff.
So we're taking the disc as expected. Is he going to take the archive? Is he going to pull the archive? Waiting for the archive.
We'll find out. We can't see. No, he doesn't take the archive.
He does not take the archive.
Discards the evasion sigil. Plays banish. Is he
Makes
going to
sense.
discard the binate rupture from Yerk? I imagine he will now. He's at the 7.
Makes sense.
Get through this
Well, it's
deck
not.
very quickly.
That's not a terrible hand coming up either.
No.
It's actually
Yeah, got to be on tape. Get yourself to 6. Sit on check. Force your opponent to deal with you. Now, just as it's about to reshuffle. So I imagine.
well, he's got a forge as well, so he gets his first key. So he's caught up, but now he's got to do that theft.
Yeah, he's still
That's
5
gonna
amber. He's still 5 amber behind.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's going to be this turn, and here comes the zoom into Shret or Obaid. We haven't seen this Restoring Guntus either. Because what would you call with the Restoring Guntus?
Not sure.
Especially if you can protect it and keep it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Can you know this? I mean, he's not got a lot to protect stuff with. I mean, he's got the armor smith. The armor smith, it's a tedium, not a problem.
He's got Gub. Gub could protect Restoring Guntus for quite some time. Because you got to think, if he uses Restoring Guntus to say block shadows
Maybe.
because he knows his opponent's got a Seeker Needle, Then
Yeah, but it's. I still see it too situational. I don't see you possessing it for long.
no, Western Goods isn't meant to survive for long. But if you can get it and you can call the right house, you get a situation like the Voltor where the opponent just conceded because they had 5 shadow cards in their hand and the opponent called Shadows Western Gunners.
True.
Western Gunners is one of those cards that I consider a non-fun competitive card, along with Quicksilverstone.
Yeah.
If you play Quicksilverstone, you're not playing for fun, you're playing to win.
Ah, there's some fun Quicksilverstone decks.
Uh,
Not many. That's not many.
No, there's not many.
You won't win with them, but they're fun.
All you have to do is play Quicksilverstone and then not play any creatures, and then your opponent's like, your opponent's not having a fun time with that.
Yeah. Just say good night to my daughter.
There is also the option of going logos because you've got the Neutron Shark.
Is that his archive as well, is it?
Yeah, that was archived up with Binary Rupture.
Oh, you're right, it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was archived for Eureka.
Well, that's the archive come through. And he's playing this.
He's got Jagoogle with Neutron Shark, there's the display. So runs into Mushroom Man.
So how is he going to get his opponent off check?
He's going to use Exhume on Shiretta or Bid the Grim.
I can't even. Oh, there's the zoom. Sorry, being blind. Didn't see the zoom. I know you kept telling me it was there, but I couldn't see it. So the problem with this is I keep misreading how many cards are in the archive. I thought there's 2 cards in the archive, not 6.
Well, that's because the director of ZYX just kept building up.
Yeah.
Well, I tried doing it on large hands, but it just takes up so much space.
Oh, the issue is the text. That's it. I mean, you've done it fine, man. You've done it fine. Okay, then we got to do the zoom in to get the theft back.
I mean, if this was a
he didn't do the zoom.
He didn't do the Exhume.
No.
Is this turn over? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He let his opponent forge. Weird. He's playing it all in his third key. I mean, if this was a paid gig where I was getting paid by the project, I'd probably replace each card with stock footage of the actual, or with stock image of the card and go like all through it, make it all as done as well. But you get what you pay for.
So Brett, you know for what our budget is for paying you. A sizable portion of the money we make, nothing.
Exactly.
And you put way too much effort in, so we're really glad we'll take all the free work we can get. Cheers, man.
Okay, looking at Justice Blind's hand, it's gotta be a logo turn.
You really want to do Neutron Shark right now?
Yeah, I don't want to Neutron Shark right now.
It's definitely a Logos turn. What would you put under the Jargoyle? Probably the team, or
there's no cards in the deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no cards in the deck because Director ZXY hasn't archived anything.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a really big tell because here Neutron Shark is essentially you're not discarding anything, but you're trading 1 for 1. So it would. Oh, but do you put Armor Smith underneath it? I guess.
I'll put a zoom under it. But the problem is, if you don't do a zoom now, you're not going to have a discard pile. So,
but you have got Obeyed sat there, in knowing it's going to die, and you can then exude it back.
Yeah, I mean, what's to put under it?
He's put Armor Smith under it.
No. Interesting.
Oh, he's got the helper bot as well, though, so you can use the helper bot to play Exhume anyway.
Yeah, but then what are you going to zoom with? Because your opponent's only got 1 amber.
You go for something else, then, I guess.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Igor. There's nothing that really draws in AOA.
Charette? No, it's only got 1 amber.
I'd have gone for Streak, but I'd have played it probably before I played the Neutron Shark.
Or we're going to see what the Neutron Shark kills off first, maybe. I mean, if you
it killed off Mushroom. No, what did it kill off?
Mushroom Man.
Mushroom Man, yeah. So he's got Obeyed. You look at this. He's got Obeyed. He's got Charette right back,
And he's got Binary Rupture.
Yeah. But it depends on how. This Binate Rupture has just been a dead chain each round because his opponent is a rush deck, and Binate Rupture does not fare well against rush.
Yeah, but if his opponent now he's only on 1 amber. So if his opponent doesn't get much amber this turn, looking at his hand, he's not going to get much. He's probably going to get an untamed turn.
Really? With the untamed turn, would they save the pack with the Obeyed with 3?
Yeah, but isn't saying the pack only destroy? Oh wait, he's got more damage than I realised at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn colour blindness.
It's destroy each damage creature. It's the opposite of Coward's End.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I just did the damage lines because of my colour blindness is the issue.
No, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, he's got a 1, 2, and a 1. He can't call Shadows because of Restoring Gunters. So that Seeking Eels is dead.
So he's going to have to do Untamed. There we go.
Yeah. Puts a Way of the Wolf. Way of the Bear onto Dedrix. The Pepseed Fogify Wild Wormhole at 5 amber. Funky Monkey in looking very strong here.
So that's the Binate Rupture plan out the way. So you're gonna do this with Charette to get them off them to 2 again.
You've got to deal with that Witch of the Eye. So
there's enough things there to deal with it.
I mean, Jagoogle's back. So do you just go Logos, Jagoggle, put Charette underneath it?
I don't see that being beneficial though. I mean,
well, you got, look at how many cards you'll be able to play from your hand here. He's got Logos because he can play 3 cards from his hand, doing it that way, as opposed to 2 if you played it either way. He puts Maruk the Marked underneath it.
Yeah, I'll help you in a bit. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, so he puts Maruk the Marked underneath it, which is quite a strange one.
What did he put under it? Sorry.
Has he got? Was it Maruk the Marked or was it an Obeyed? It might have been an Obeyed. He might have stuck an Obeyed underneath it.
Is it a better distraction, maybe?
Well, no, he's going to neutral shark it straight away.
Yeah, into Witch of the Eye to get rid of Witch of the Eye.
Yeah.
The problem is he needs to get rid of Titan Mechanicum as well. Because he's on 5.
Well, no, because if it's Obeyed underneath Jagoogle, then Titan Mechanic is good. Yeah, there's Obeyed.
There we go, yeah.
There's Witch of the Eye, and he discarded an Igor off the neutron shark, so it ends the chain.
That's the second time he's done that, isn't it?
It's the first time. Yeah, it's the first time. We all know when it's the second time. Because I have the chat cut out for his reaction to it.
Well, that's a sneak preview for those just watching.
Yes. A little bit of spoilers. Don't have to wait long. I think it's literally the next turn.
So I mean, yeah, you're looking at that hand. I'd probably do, depending on what the strength comes out.
Do you want to go? So I think he's just trying to rush his way back up to 5 because Fogify, Wild Wormhole gets him a Research Smoker, which he puts next to the Time Mechanic.
Yep.
Didn't do anything with the Dextra.
I'll be back in 1 set. My wife just needs me.
No, it didn't do anything with Dextra, which is quite interesting. So you have got the option of going this here. This gets you to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's too bad. Logos also gets you to 5, which is not bad. And you can destroy Dexter, which gets you to 6. The rest of your good onto Shadows is just nasty. Yeah, goes Logos. Reap. Here comes the Reap with Neutral Shark. And I think it is Dextra and Dextra Research Smoko.
Disappointed!
And that is just splendid, basically saying that he whiffed both of them. He literally turn after turn. I do apologise if that was too loud. I did not realise how loud that was actually going to be.
That's fine for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, I'm Batman. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that was. I was listening to that as you're going through. I just had my headphones on, but show myself on mute. That was. Oh man, that's gonna be painful for him.
Yeah, whiffing it with the exact same card as well, Igor. But his opponent can't go shadows. They have no physical way of stopping them. So Justice Blinded has beaten a KOTE Rush deck with AOA control. For everyone that is always crapping on AOA, just look at these last few games.
But they are the pinnacle of AOA decks, you could argue as well.
I mean, this one isn't. This isn't a Jenka deck. It isn't a Brig deck. It isn't a Drummernot deck. It is just good, consistent cards.
It's still a good deck.
Yeah. So yeah, Funky Monkey's trying to figure out what to do here.
I think Panic springs to mind.
I
think
it's a case of they're wishing if they'd had shadows, they could have won this. But
they could have not lost it.
The rescuing good onto shadows is just a killer. Because they can't use Miasma, they can't use any of the real power they've got to stop. Lapwork get rid of the shadows cards, pass, and it becomes tied up at 1-1.
As we go into the last game.
Yeah. Gets to 10. If he had key charge, it might have made a difference, but
what would have done? It would have. Well,
he would have done anything at this point, but yeah. You'd probably played the turns differently.
It would be a different deck.
Oh, library access shows up right at the end.
With a large amount of logos, as you can see.
Well, yeah. It's just one of those things, as you said, it was all RNG dependent. But Justice played really well, and I remember at the beginning of that game, Justice looked at his hand and was very unsure about it because both hands were very risky.